Guys, girls, welcome back to the Maxed Out Podcast. I'm your host, Chad Shorey. Thank you for coming back here. I appreciate it. I've been waiting all week to be back here. I know I've said it before, but fuck, this week was a week. I'm sure a lot of you can attest to the fact that it was a week. Up here in Maine, the humidity level has, it's just stupid, okay? You walk outside and it's dumb. Don't want to bitch about it too much because we know that 9 months of winter will be coming up shortly, and I'm not a winter fan at all. I love summer, but wow, this humidity is taxing on the body and the mind. It's been a week. I was hoping to do some shorts for you guys on the jobs that we were working on up in Danforth, Maine at the windmills. Me and Andrew Scott weed whacked 34 towers the other day when it was 90 degrees and stupid humidity. And God, it was a lot. Still not done. I need to go back up Monday and finish the job, but wow, that was a absolute rocker. So still going to get in the podcast this week. Like I said, just was hoping to get one to you guys a little bit sooner than today. I have not been idle this week at all. I wish that I had a second of downtime, but has not been the case. Researching way more about how to help build this, how to grow this. There are 5 million different answers out there, and everyone's got an opinion. Bless your hearts. I try to go to the ones that the proof is in the pudding with their numbers and what they've built, and try and follow their lead. So, started up another TikTok the other night. Again, not a TikTok fan, but hey, if it helps bring people from there over to here, then I'm all ears and I'll do whatever to make it happen. Still hoping to get some in-house help. Get the audio equipment, rocking today. But still some fine-tune polishing that needs to take place. But anyway, let's get on with our show. My savage of the week this week, let's kick this off with Mr. Fauci. You little gangster. Said I wasn't going to get political in these things, but here I am. Bro, you fucked up a lot of people's lives, okay? And to have the audacity, ignorance, kudos to your lawyer for telling you to just plead the fifth. Man, you fucked up a lot of people's lives and a lot of friendships. The people that believed you, believed science, believed everything that was coming out of your mouth. It caused friction. You caused businesses to close and crumble and people's dreams along with them. Loved ones that were in nursing homes that couldn't see their family but through the outside glass. Dude, there's a good place in hell waiting for you, I'll just say that. So, anyone disagrees, whatever, that's fine. Hate me all you want, but guy's an asshole and he proved it. Anywho, today I've been learning a lot about myself while I'm working and listening to, whether it be motivational speeches, whether it be Frizella. I happen to stumble upon Sigma males, okay? We know that we've got beta, we've got alpha. I'm sure there's much more if I took the time and did my research, but I happened to stumble upon Sigma. And everything that I listened to resonated so loud. I can't act like it would have resonated loud 5 years ago, even 10 years ago, definitely not. Forever and a day, I have prided myself on the fact of gravitating more towards an alpha, just because I thought in this world all there is an alpha and a beta. And sometimes my judgmental side comes out when betas try to be alphas, when you're not. And that's a-okay. The world needs everyone in specific roles that work, and betas are completely fine. Not everyone in this world is meant to lead. So they serve a role, they serve a purpose, and they can do it extremely well. I just don't personally like it when people to pretend that there's something that they're truly not. It's okay to be what you are and be good at it, right? Why pretend to be something that you're not and not be good at it, and people looking at you like, what the fuck are you trying to do? Because you are not that person. So just a matter of being true to yourself. Now, one thing I will say, where I'm a little bit contradictory in this podcast, is that Sigmas do not announce things, okay? But how else are people going to learn about this and maybe learn about themselves if I don't at least talk about it, right? So, for the most part, a Sigma male, and I'm only going to go with male because that's what I know. They don't announce things. And I've got a long list here that, hopefully, if you are struggling right now with understanding your direction in life, or what you are, what you're trying to be, what you aspire to be, some things just don't make sense. Finding changes in yourself that it's like, man, I wasn't this way even 6 months ago. That's okay. I know for me, listening to all this stuff, it was just like ding, ding, ding. Everything was clicking off. Because I'm noticing so many changes in myself this year. Things that I used to find funny are no longer funny. I won't say that my attention span is shorter, but I enjoy good dialogue and context. I'm not one for small talk and bullshit, and for lack of better terms, people that are like, so you staying busy? I'm a self-business owner, and my primary focus is vegetation, lawn care, and snow plowing. So if it's in those seasons, I'm probably busy. Sounds rude, but is what it is. I love good dialogue, not bullshit. But anyway, Sigma males are protective but quiet about it. Okay, they're not loud and boisterous. They help others without praise. A lot of times you'll see people giving themselves pats on the back for donating or helping someone on the side of the road, and they need to take a photo of it, send it to the socials, whatever. It gains views, it gains likes, so on and so forth. Gives them that dopamine fix. Sigmas don't need that. Just glad that we were able to be there when we were and help the person, right? It's a good story to tell your person, your family, your friends, right? Notice problems and try to stop them before they escalate. They don't need the room to get loud. People feel safer around them. It's almost like an aura. It's like a presence, unspoken, that just by being around, other people feel safer. Everything is done in silence. Very comfortable being alone. No truer words said. Only child my whole life, and I struggled growing up with finding my place, but also had to adapt to learn to have fun and do things by myself. just to make myself happy. The older I get, that is almost solace. Look forward to it. It's my time to do whatever that may be. It might just be to sit down and play a video game, but totally comfortable in your own skin. Leaders without needing the title or praise. It almost kind of happens. Gravitate towards it. Don't care about the attaboy or a specific title. When I was more of an alpha, I needed all that shit. Look at Chad. Look what Chad did. He's a leader. Blah, 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 blah. Now I don't care. Now it's like, I'm okay with being in the background, but knowing that I had a part of something. But also, if I need to lead, that's A-okay. Don't mind stepping up to the plate. Gonna make it happen. But don't need this rah-rah, look at me, right? Silence kills ones that want the uprise and conflict. This is super true. I try to avoid conflict as much as possible. Learning that about myself specifically this year. Learning not to comment back on stuff that you're like, man, I've got the great comeback. I've got this. I've got that. You take 2 seconds and it's like, what's it worth? Are they worth it? Are they even worth my time? Is getting back at them or arguing with them, is that going to build my bank account? No. Fly. Study before making moves. Never used to do this. Jump right in. Figure it out. Still do to some degree, but still it's a little bit more methodical. Learning it more so again this year. Gotta be strategic about the moves. Does this make sense? Does this not make sense? And go from there. They do not announce or warn. Whatever they're gonna do, it just happens. It goes back to not needing this massive look at me, look what's coming down the pike. When you know, and it's when we allow you to know. Here it is, right? Build success in quiet places, building his own world in silence. Kind of goes back to what we were just talking about. You'll see when it's done, and there won't be this big announcement. It'll just be done, and it'll be there. Not intimidated or threatened. There's always going to be a bigger guy. I'm never going to claim to be this Billy Badass. Be the first one to tell you that. But it takes a lot to get intimidated or threatened. Now, if someone's got a gun to your head, that kind of changes things. So I'm not going to sit here again and act like this world-class tough guy, because not the case. They don't need to beat you to win. They know they've already won. In Sigma's heads, whatever it is, we feel like we've won. Don't need to pump the chest. You walk around with a certain level of confidence, not cockiness, but confidence that you've already won and that you can win no matter what. If you cost their peace, they will check out. Dramatics, theatrics, unnecessary bullshit. It's almost like Stonewall. Checked right out. All set, right? Very unpredictable. Sigmas as a whole are unpredictable. The mind is constantly running. The mind doesn't stop. What's next? But also when the moves happen, they just simply happen. They don't argue, they'll exit. goes back to costing the peace, right? They do not need the last word. Hey, if you want to sit there and holler and scream and get the last word and it makes you feel better, all the more power to you, because you'll win that battle when the Sigma has already left the room. So you're arguing with yourself. Loyal without being possessive, go to war for you behind the scenes and will give you your freedom. Kind of goes in line with relationships. I like to think of myself as possessive, but the leash is long, okay? Live your life, have your freedom, do what you need to do. But if anyone fucks with you, they're going to have a bad day. And it doesn't have to be this rah-rah, anything of that nature. It's the unpredictability, and you'll know when you've crossed the line and you've stepped too far. But Sigma's partners typically have, for lack of better terms, a long leash. Live your life. Do your thing. Alphas more so need that rah-rah, this is my person, this is my woman, and you're gonna know it. And she's even annoyed by it. Some like it, sure. But I think Sigma's kind of win on this one, because it's like, nah, you know I fucking got you. Your bag's covered. You don't even have to fucking think twice. Out of nowhere you come, everything's taken care of. Sigmas can come back from the dark without showing and announcing everything to the world. Sigmas can go through some of the darkest times, and they embrace the dark. They embrace the walls being quiet and closed in, and they don't need everyone to come and rally for them. You go through this enough times, and you know who truly has your back. And I know a lot of people will always say, I've got your back no matter what. No, you fucking don't. That list gets really small when you really fucking need people. It really does. A lot of people, you know I got you covered. No, you don't. And that's okay. Because as Sigma males, we've grown accustomed to this. We know this, and we know how to take care of ourselves. We don't need this entourage. We also don't need to announce it to the social media world that, hey, going through it, don't need all this attention. Talk all the shit that you need to about me. You're always going to be a bad guy in someone's story, no matter what you do. And we'll come out of it just fine, and that's A-okay. So those are some things that I've learned, and I'm learning more about Sigma. It's kind of been this fun little rabbit hole that it's like, man, all of this stuff makes sense, because I'm no longer finding enjoyment in music like I used to. I'm having a very hard time to find anything that really pulls me. I'm having a very hard time watching anything on television or a movie right now that draws me in, pulls me in, and that never used to be the case. So I'm seeing changes within myself that I'm also not upset about. Very, very goal-driven, focus-driven, and yes, is everything that I've spoke to you about today and doing it on this platform mildly contradictory? Yes. I'm not going to say that it's not. But with what I'm trying to build with this podcast and on the internet in general, you've got to get it out there to the masses. So it's okay to talk, but it's also okay to listen and educate others on things. Business, attitudes, relationships, finances, etc. You're only doing better when you help others, and they can learn from this, and they can grow from this. I'm appreciative from the people that are putting this out there to the masses so that I can learn from them and become better in tune with myself, become more self-reliant. Because if no one's going to come to your rescue and they're going to help, or excuse me, not going to help when you've offered up money for their time, for their services, etc., you've got to learn to become more self-reliant. So, that is what I have for today. If you've stuck around this long and listened, I greatly appreciate you. It means the world to me. So, if you're someone chasing success instead of excuses, you know what to do. Please hit subscribe, share the show, and let's grow this show. Have a great day, everyone.